Most men don't lose women, they lose themselves first, and they don't even realize it when it starts. I'm Coach Giuseppe Nasti, and my mission is simple: help you become the man. Let me tell you something that completely changed the way I look at relationships. The biggest threat to your confidence isn't rejection, it's validation. Because once you become addicted to approval, you'll do almost anything to keep getting it. You'll say yes when you want to say no. You'll apologize when you've done nothing wrong. You will over explain, over text, over give, overthink, not because you're weak, but because you've accidentally handed someone else's control over your life. I've got a name for this. It's called the validation trap. And once you understand it, how it works, you'll start seeing it everywhere. Everybody's looking for validation. The validation trap is 4 stages: approval, dependence, compromise, and resentment. Stage 1: approval, the basic. Every relationships begins with approval, and that's normal. You want someone to like you. You want someone to make a good impression. You want to make a good impression on someone, and there's nothing wrong with that. The problem begins when approval stops being enjoyable and starts becoming necessary. Now, you're checking your phone every 5 minutes, wondering why she hasn't replied, changing your personality depending on who's in the room, feeling good only when someone else tells you you're enough, you're incredible, you're fantastic. That's where the trap begins. Stage 2: dependence. At this point, your mood belongs to someone else. If she replies, you feel amazing. If she doesn't reply, your entire day changes. You become emotionally outsourced. And think about that. Your emotional state is no longer under your control, it's under hers. That's not love, that's dependence. Stage 3: compromise. This is where men slowly disappear. You stop speaking honestly, you stop setting boundaries, you stop making decisions based on your values, and start making them based on one question: will this upset her? Every decision is filtered through approval. And without noticing, you've abandoned yourself. Here's the irony: most men believe this behavior keeps attraction alive. In reality, it's exactly what destroys attraction. Because people respect those who respect themselves, not those who sacrifice themselves for acceptance. Stage 4: resentment. Eventually, you look in the mirror and barely recognize yourself. You realize you changed your routines, your friendships, your hobbies, your goals, not because you wanted to, but because you were afraid of losing someone. And then something strange happens. You become angry, not at her, at yourself. Because deep down, you know you traded your identity for temporary approval. That's why I say this isn't just a dating problem, it's a life problem, it's a personal problem. The same man who chases validation from women often chases it at work. He can't say no to his boss. He avoids difficult conversations. He buys things to impress people he doesn't even like. He measures success by applause instead of progress. The validation trap doesn't care where he starts. He only cares that someone else is writing your story. Do you want that? Do you want someone else to write your story? So, how do you escape it? By replacing approval behavior with alignment. Do you understand? Every decision you make should pass one test only. Does this bring me closer or further away from becoming the man? Not will people like me? Not what if they leave? But is this consistent with the man I'm trying to become? Because every time you choose alignment over approval, guess what? you strengthen your identity. Here's a simple example. Imagine someone disrespects you. A man trapped in a validation system stays silent. He doesn't want conflict, he wants approval. A man focused on alignment stays calm, speaks honestly, and accepts whatever happens next. One protects his image, the other protects his character, his values, what he stands for. Now, here's today's challenge for you. For the next 24 hours, do something for me. Actually, for yourself. Notice every decision you make because you're seeking approval. Every unnecessary apology. Every moment you hold back your opinion. Every time you ignore your standards just to avoid discomfort. Just notice them all. Write them down because awareness always comes before change. And this is what I'm here for. Comment below, where do you seek validation the most? Relationships? Work? Friendships? Social media? The first step to escaping the trap in any field of life is recognizing where you're already caught. Remember this, confidence isn't built by collecting compliments. It's built by keeping promises to yourself. Respect isn't earned by pleasing everyone. It's earned by standing for something that you truly value. And freedom begins the day you stop asking the world what man you have to become and deciding that for yourself. Because that's what this channel is really about. Not teaching you how to keep someone, teaching how to never lose yourself again. Become the man. If you haven't watched the latest video about the confidence loop, watch it next. Because confidence is what naturally replaces the need for its external validation. It's right here on the screen. Ciao, and please believe in yourself because I believe in you.